question regarding what I use for navigation on the boat, and I'll be the first to admit that the systems I have are not ultra modern or fancy. Some of them I've been using for several years, and I figured if I have systems that work, it's not something I need to upgrade in any time in the near future. So let's take a look at what I use and how I navigate while I'm cruising or racing. The unit that I rely on most while I'm navigating is my little portable Garmin GPS map 276C. I bought this in about 2007, so it's not modern or the latest technology necessarily, but it works really well, and that is the reason I still use it. It has a battery that is rechargeable, and I'll get about 8 hours battery life out of this, depending on the brightness settings that I use. That seems to be the biggest factor in battery life for this unit. And the antenna just flips up. It has data cards for the chart information that look like this. So that's the little data card, and all you do is insert that into the unit, and it provides all the chart data for that region. The nice thing about this unit is that it has the rechargeable battery plus the hardwire ability to be connected directly to the boat's batteries. And I'll show you when we go upstairs how I have that set up and how that's useful for when I'm cruising under power and then under sail. I'll bring it a little closer, maybe you can see what the chart data looks like. So it's all in color. It has all your depth information, time, destination, speed over ground, of course, and you can decide what you want to have displayed for information on the screen. Here's where the Garmin is mounted while I'm helming the boat, and it's just a little adjustable mount that I've put right onto the cup holders. And I did that initially as a temporary setup, but it's really easy to see when you're helming, and I ended up just keeping it there. Now what I have on the back side of this Garmin unit is a charging port. It has a little watertight plug that goes in it, and this port is used to charge the removable rechargeable battery either through AC or DC. But what I've also done is I've got a charging cord that it goes down through the binnacle, through the engine room, and it's directly connected to the house batteries. So all I need to do is plug this cord in, and now the rechargeable battery in this unit is being continuously charged by the house batteries, and the unit is running off the house batteries. So I have it set up like this when I'm motoring, and when I turn the motor off and I'm under sail, I'll switch the batteries off, and now the unit will just operate using the onboard rechargeable battery in the unit. When I drop the sails and turn the engine back on, the batteries go back on, and then it'll charge the unit up again. The other unit that I use for navigating on the boat is my iPad. I purchased an app called iNavX, and similar to the data cards for my Garmin unit, I've just downloaded the southern BC region. The charts look a little different from the Garmin. They actually look a lot like scanned paper charts if I was to purchase the paper charts for the region. Except with this, I can see the boat location right on the chart, my route information. It would also show any track information. I can scroll, and as I cruise along, the charts automatically flip to the next appropriate chart that would be required. Now, the disadvantage of the iPad is that the antenna isn't the strongest, the one that's built into this iPad. So I purchased a Garmin portable antenna, and this is rechargeable as well for the battery inside it, and it syncs up to the iPad using Bluetooth. So here's where I mount the iPad. It's on an adjustable RAM mount, so you can change the angle if there's any glare or for better viewing. And like I mentioned before, it's connected through Bluetooth to the Garmin antenna, which gives it a very accurate signal. And the nice thing about this location here is that it's under the forward dodger, so it's fairly well protected from the elements. And the screen is large enough that it's seen easily from the helm. And as you can see, the view from the helm is quite good to read the iPad. And you could always zoom in if you want a little more detail for the information of the chart that you are currently on. And the last thing on the boat that is linked to the navigation is this Lowrance Global Map 2000. It came with the boat. It's actually very dated. It's on a swing arm that comes into the companionway here. I haven't removed it because it still works, and I also use this as my depth sounder. So it displays the depth for me here. I can also go to map, and it's split now between the map and the depth sounder. So it works really well. It has its own antenna mounted on the back of the boat, so it's accurate. And the charts are on here, but they're all black and white. But I just haven't removed it. I probably will at some point, but for now it works, and it's, like I said, I'm using it as my depth sounder because the depth sounder that's mounted on the bulkhead doesn't actually work. It's a Navman, and they don't make them anymore, so eventually I'll replace that, and once I have that done, then I'll get rid of this unit. Now, as nice as it is to have fancy electronic navigation equipment on a boat, it's really important that you have the paper charts on your boat as well. I have large booklets that have all the chart information for the region that I sail in. I have the rolled up larger charts providing that same information. And with that all said, it's really important that you know how to use a paper chart, plot a course, and use it in real-time navigation. Well, as you all saw, the systems on my boat are not super fancy, but they work for me, and I think finding out the systems that work best for you is important, and that you're comfortable with and you feel safe with and you are familiar with. So that is it. I hope that gave everyone a little bit of an insight on how I navigate on the boat, and we will see you on the next video.